This podcast contains dumbasses doing dumbass things. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi everyone.
Let's
We're
go,
back.
guys.
Hello.
Hi.
God knows how many episodes this is. This is what
21.
it's a God damn. That's a lot of episodes. Excuse my French. I was speaking Orcish right there. Let's get to it, shall we?
Hi.
Anybody got anything special they want to say before we get on started?
Hello.
I like
Welcome back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dice Rolls Can't Kid.
I have 3 good boy points still.
You cut out right as
He said, kiss?
Yeah. Dice Rolls
Oh,
Can't
Dice
Kiss.
Is that
they're
our
kissing now?
is that
Is this our
our
after dark show?
no, that's our bachelor show. That's
Oh.
yeah, that's
Valentine's episode.
That's when we decide to do the Love Island ttrpg, right?
Oh my Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
God.
Is
That
there one?
exists?
Wait, no, is there one? That would actually be kind of fun.
I don't think it would be hard.
No.
No idea,
We
but
could-
I'll
we
do
could
it.
write
I'll
that.
That'd
make
be
it.
hilarious, like a fantasy set Love Island.
That's no,
See,
no.
Critical
Oh my
Role
God.
now.
Critical
The
Role has their
tiefling
own
bird.
resource book. We have ours, but it's for Love Island. Do any of us
Oh.
watch Love Island? No,
I don't.
I do watch Love is Blind, however.
I have
and
too.
I hate that I do.
I've seen
Okay,
a
thank
few
God.
episodes.
It's my
All right, I
iPad,
think we need, like,
Dusty.
Yeah, we need to
think
go.
we
We
need,
need
like,
to get on started.
Clean
Let's,
slate, and then a clean cut, and
Yeah, I think we'll do it right here. Here we go. Hey, guys.
are we do what the are we doing?
Dimitri, let
Starting.
Dimitri talk.
Welcome back to Dice Rolls Can't Kiss.
Anyway, so no, okay. All right, here we go. So last
Dimitri
time we
just
left
served
off, Jesus Christ!
Theatrics.
Last time we left off, who's Mike?
Go to your
Who's
mic.
Yeah, but like you went like
You
lightning
grabbed
bolt.
it and it's fucking
You went Jamie Foxx in fucking Spider-Man mode for a second. The shit was that. I heard electricity. Okay. Last time we left off, everyone, before fucking hell broke loose or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, you guys finished up your traveling through the southern region of Griffin's Nest. Southern region of Griffin's Nest, the hills and crags that surround it. Continuing your journey until eventually you stumbled upon the Ire of Your Desire, the location that you needed to get to, also known as this big-ass abandoned castle that Neve has pointed out is the fortress that the Zents have been kind of hiding out in. Either way, y'all showed up, devised your plan, you know. Some of y'all chugged a bunch of invisibility and potions. Some of you just rely on your own stealth. And the rest of you are just praying that your deception is good enough that you can get through. So far, it's working very well. Either way, you managed to get through the front gates. You witnessed a dogfighting ring happen right in the center. Some people betting on it. Noblin, you slipped away to go explore one of the other ruined buildings within this fortress and proceeded to stab a man in the throat.
Yeah.
What circumstance that may lead to, now that a body now lies on the battlefield, we'll get to see what happens. The party is now divided. Noblin stands alone, and the rest of you return, well, down beneath this keep to continue on with the prime mission. So, before we jump into y'all going down below, you all did descend down these stairs, right? Before I remove you from the map.
Sorry, I have too
I
much
believe so, yeah. Are we... I was gonna ask, though, Anna, have you and Averon and Liam, have you grouped back up with the... Like, are you back with the... with Mary and Atlas and all of us?
No one has.
Yeah, we like followed you guys in.
Oh,
and then
okay.
we
I
went
wasn't
down the
sure.
stairs. Yeah,
It's all good.
but
Yeah.
you don't know.
Are you
I mean,
back
you might
on-
not be able to find me. I'm still.
Okay, yeah, because I was
Yeah,
gonna ask, like, are
wouldn't know,
you...
yeah.
Are you back on my shoulder, or are you just, like, on the floor?
I was leading the group on the floor,
Vibes.
so
So
I
you
think
just,
I'm
like-
still on the floor at the moment.
I think it's
For
very
those of
impressive
you-
because you are a small spider and they have to keep track of you on the ground.
Yeah. For those of you who can't see my camera, I'm like doing like a little like spider motion with my arms.
We'll hire someone
Flailing.
to speak the sort of emotes that we're doing, you know?
Spider flailing.
Yeah, anyway.
They'll just
I'll
add
read
a
that.
spider in post.
God.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I got it.
So y'all are going down the stairs, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Bye-bye. Anyway. Let's deal with this guy right here. Noblin mode. What do you want to do? Standing before you is the body of a dead man.
Well, I have a question for you as a DM.
Hit me with it.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons question, you know. So is there any kind of fear system?
Well,
Frightened.
as far as I know, there's only the frightened condition in 5th edition, if I remember. Like, it's been a while since I've done any sort of, like, fear-based stuff within 5th edition. That's really kind of the only, like, fear thing. It's just frightened.
And what does frightened do?
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while its source of fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. That's it.
Okay. Okay. If I look at the dead body in front of me, can I tell anything about this group of bandits? And, like, can I tell about everyone here, like, at the fort?
Roll me an investigation check.
Got you.
Let's see what you got. Ooh. Okay, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah. So with your experience, A, from prison, and B, seeing this, dead body right in front of you, relaying all the information that you know about the Zentarim and the organizations within Faerun, what you're able to pull from this body, knowledge about everyone else, is they are in rather light gear. At least these rogues are. They carry finer blades that aren't necessarily like the last time you really sort of fought someone with like a blade besides besides the group that beat y'all up in the sort of raider was the skeletons, and those skeletons wielded more like rusted blades. These are finer actual steel blades. They're running light gear because a lot of them have to work in light conditions. There's some that could be, it's not absurd to see other Zentarim in like heavier sort of gear as more like proper like bruisers and brawlers.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can observe from these individuals is that all of them are seemingly like runners, in a sense, that are stationed
Runners.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Waiting for an order. This outfit is definitely one where they can pack up everything and go.
Right. So they would have absolutely zero clue who would actually belong here and who wouldn't.
By the looks of it, yeah.
Cool.
Because you know that if this was a more stationary, I'd say from your history, from the people you talked about, you don't know a lot about Zent hideouts, but what you do know about the Zentarim is that when there is a hideout, it's more well guarded and well trapped. And there's definitely far more well-armed guards than what there is here, at least from the ones that you've seen. This seems like this is a grab-and-go fortress, almost, where it's like they're stationary for some time.
Right. Okay. Cool. So, I have a question. An action little one here. So if I was to dip my hands into the blood of the man I just mutilated and wrote the name of the god that most of these people worshipped on the wall, and then made noise so they would come in here and then duck out this way, because I can move 25, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's 10, 15. That might not work. I don't know. I don't know if I can get all the way out. Is this barrel? What was in this barrel? We had it was like iron bits and stuff like that.
Oh no! In the boxes, it was like iron bits and like raw ores. In there, it's like a dirty water.
Oh, it's a dirty water. Shoot. Okay. Because I'm thinking of a way to attract them in here. I'm trying to make them think that the fort is like possessed by an angry god.
Make me a religion check, I'll say.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Hold on, pulling that up.
I'll say religion or history, your call. Because this ascertains to both.
I got the same score.
22 religion.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
One thing you do know about the Zentrim is it has been a while since the Zentrim have worshipped a god. There was a time in their past that they followed, the Black Hand of Bane, or, the Dark Son of Cyric. There was a time that they worshipped those gods because trickery, tyranny, murder, lies, intrigue, and also coin, terror, and hate kind of fueled the Zentrim in its early days. So nowadays, finding a god that all of them fear, it's hard, but if anything, your best call would be, you've heard Gnome Town, from where you grew up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say is kind of close to the southern end of the Sword Coast, closer towards Baldur's Gate, right? And you know of the terror of Baal, the god of murder. A lot of people fear Baal. So if you were to draw the symbol of Baal, maybe you can cause some sort of fear.
Got you.
People think that there's a murderer about.
Okay. Perfect. Then I am going to draw Baal on multiple parts of the wall. Is that possible?
With the blood that you are given, I kind of want to make you roll give me a sleight of hand check, but this is just for arts, dexterity of art.
17.
17?
13
All right.
plus 4.
Wonderful. It's kind of a crazy thing being in the prison that you were at. You were exposed to a lot of sort of an estranged amount of darkness. But you do remember that there was one Baal spawn who died pretty early on. Not Baal spawn, but Baal worshiper. Who died in your prison. And you remember seeing his medallion. And you remember the shape of the skull. So, dipping into the blood of this person, you kind of have to cut a Y along his chest in order to open up the page and
get new ink kind of deal.
Kind of deal. And I'll say, with your knowledge of Baal, your knowledge of sort of what people could possibly fear, and your adept in quick hands, you draw the symbols of skulls across the entire room and splotting it. And what I will say, just to throw on, with religion, Baal worshippers love bathing in gore. So if you were to mutilate this carcass more, it may help you. But that's just something you know of. But whether that impedes on your own moral compass, that is up to you.
So, for podcast note, Noblin is chaotic neutral because they won't allow you to make a chaotic evil character on Roll20. So he would be chaotic evil and just do whatever the fuck he wanted. But because he is chaotic neutral, I'm going to say what he's done right now, he's okay with. But he's just but there's a line. My death, my murder, it's an art form. That would just be gross. Not doing that.
What I will say Matt, is I think Roll20 you can be chaotic evil because you type in your own
Can you?
chaotic evil thing. Um,
Oh,
surprisingly
I
enough,
thought that was the one that. Oh, never mind.
yeah,
Well,
no, no,
he's
no, no.
chaotic evil. He doing it.
I, you know, damn. Well, hey, this is the first time I'm learning that Noblin is chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So you just kind of turn over. It's like, oh man, this is so disgusting. Oh well. And start hacking away at it.
Right. I look at it. I'm like, yeah, old Noblin would have said no, but all of the opportunities that have presented so far in this journey, who knows what awaits next? And he gets in there and just starts playing. Like, he just like...
Oh my Jesus. Give me... Fucking
I'm
hell.
sorry.
No,
This is-
it's great. No, it's funny. It's funny because, like, I'm also just now learning that it's like, yeah, it's totally in line for Noblin to be chaotic evil. I've never run with a chaotic evil character, but it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a performance check.
Performance check.
Yep.
17, a 15 plus 2.
You can't. It's very interesting because as you reach in, as you finish the ball drawings, you grab onto the organs of what is now this sort of this freshly festering corpse, and just begin dragging and throwing the intestines everywhere. Like, you make it kind of artsy, where it's like each intestinal tract is leading from each skull to like circumvent, like, basically less and lead towards this corpse, as if it's like this is the origin point and someone just like uprooted from its carcass and exploded it. But you just slice and dice away in a very sick, twisted way.
Is there any prayer that I can make to Ball to gain his favor?
Are
Their
you
favor?
trying to pray to Ball?
Now I am. Now I'm thinking about it.
What I will say is, for now, we'll say no, because you do not know any prayers to Ball. You have never been a religious person. But we'll keep that in mind for future. Well, hey. Alright, anyway, what else do you want to do?
Hey, man. You know, sometimes when you're in Rome, you just want to pop the cork and let the wine run. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Alright. Anything else you'd like to do? You have this whole upper area as your playscape.
I would. How far can I move? I'm out of combat right now.
You're out of combat. Everything is just gonna rely on like stealth checks and everything.
Okay. I still have advantage because of the elven cloak.
Yep, Cloak of Elvenkind. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So my thought is that I would like to move towards this way. I think the thought that we had going was that I was going to come up towards the north end and I was going to kill the 2 guards, right? I think that's what we had talked about, to clear out the path here and make sure that we could be undisturbed.
Yeah. Whichever way you want to go, I am here for it, and we will just have to figure it all out. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well,
All right.
I think that I want to move.
You want to move? All right.
Yes. But I cannot
Get
seem
on to
grab
it, yeah. You can't grab your token?
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Oh wait, I had the wrong thing. Never mind. I can.
Alright. So if you're trying to go over there,
Mhm.
So are you going through this little crack in the wall down here to like kind of scale it up?
Yes.
Okay, so give me a stealth check and then a acrobatics check.
Okay. So advantage on the stealth. So it's an 18 plus. So 26 and a 14. So.
So 26, you take the advantage, so.
Yeah.
All right.
And
now
acrobatics, you said?
Yep.
17. 11 plus
Christ.
6. These rolls are going
right
great.
now. Well, wonderful. And it's only going to get better because rogues have that fucking ability at later levels where you can just kind of be like, nah, I'm just gonna take 10 on all my rolls.
Right. Yeah, that's the best one.
Yep. All right. So let's get on to it, shall we? After letting that go and pondering the viscera that is before you, a part of you questions if maybe Ball could be someone of interest towards your goal. But you let that sort of idea fade for a moment as you bend around the corner, see the crack in the wall, squeeze your way through, and grab onto the stones in very, sort of with a cat-like swiftness, scale the wall and begin running forward, along the wall, completely silent. But standing right in front of you is a single Zentrum soldier, longbow in hand, staring out into the distant crags. What do you do?
How far away am I from here? I'm 40. If I was to move myself closer, would I have to roll stealth again? I want to get within like a striking range just to
you already
slit his
have-
throat.
Okay. You already have a 26 stealth, so I'd have to roll to contest that stealth check.
Okay.
New roll real quick. Here we go. So I have to. There's no way I'm gonna beat a 26. Yeah, no. You approach him absolutely silently.
Cool.
He doesn't even flinch as like you step onto the wood. No creaks are heard. Nothing. He just continues staring out.
This is great. I'm gonna stab him in the neck. Slit that man's throat.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Alrighty. So I got a nat 20.
Jesus Christ. Okay, roll damage. And double your sneak dice.
You got it.
So 10.
So 10 and then double sneak dice, and that one's I do 2d6 now, right?
So that'd be 4d6.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage.
16. Okay, cool. So I did 26 damage.
Quick and silent. You kind of slice at his Achilles heel, and the pain itself is so intense that he doesn't let out a scream. He just drops to his knees, and that's when you just slice his throat and drop him to the ground before anyone notices.
I lean down into his ear and I go, "He is nobbling."
You speak upon dead ears as you look down and see the light in his eyes are gone.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done over here for a little bit. I think it's time for
All right, swap.
scene change. Yeah.
All right, cool. This will be interesting. Very, very interesting.
Expect us to follow that
Alright.
up.
This
Yeah.
is
Okay.
why I love. This is why I am so in love with rogue characters, and why I very much hard like they're my one true love is a rogue. The minute you're like, maybe I could worship Ball, everyone just stops and is like, huh? Like, why the fuck?
No.
I just
No.
No.
looking at the
This dude
camera
really
like,
trying to Sarabok out here. This dude really
So
trying to
everyone
down
knock on
the
wood.
shit.
Everyone
like,
knock on wood.
damn.
Yeah, just roll up, enter Baldur's Gate, and all of a
and
sudden
then,
you just
and
start,
then Goblin all of a
Welcome.
sudden being chaotic
This
evil
is-
now.
This-
Right.
This is
I actually am Ball.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
that's
We
you.
am Ball.
All right,
Goblin being
let's
chaotic
refocus the
evil.
brain cell. Refocus the brain
Yeah.
cell.
Strangle it.
So, focusing.
All of you guys. I'm gonna shift your camera all the way down because it's a big ass map down here, my friends.
Oh no.
Okay.
So, as you guys descend down the stairs, eventually, you come across a ruined basement to the main building that was within the fortress. But then eventually, you come across a long tunneled way that's almost seemingly both. It's man-made in the sense that it's been refined and now has supports along it, but it has a naturalist sense to it. As you all descend, those of you who are in stealth, just give me a stealth check. Plus 10 because Pass Without Trace is still active.
Good question. Can
What's
I
up?
stand in the same square as Shane, or no?
Shane is a halfling. And
What
halflings
is it?
have that ability, where you can stand in the same square as someone.
Are we alone? We're alone, right? Like, there's no like
About that.
Xenotrim. Oh,
As you get,
I
that's why I'm
shouldn't have said
asking you guys.
anything.
Those of you who are invisible, roll stealth.
Yeah, but you add 10, so it's fine. It's 14.
That's still a nat 1.
It's also
Wait.
I'm a spider, and I actually have plus 4, not plus 3.
Well,
Uh,
alright.
I just a
17,
spider.
21. So 27,
I'm just a spider.
31. Okay. So, as you get down further into the hallway, there's some torch sconces that are lit that gently illuminate this cavernous area. And eventually, as you enter, you all see in front of you, very clearly, 2 Zentrim that are standing. Here, let me also reveal the area a little bit. All right. You see standing in front of you, there are 2 Zentrim operatives that are standing in front of a broken cart that is being looted, as one of them is just kind of handing over various things from the cart to this other individual who's just kind of holding everything. And the guy who is kind of holding everything is like, so why is it that we had to grab these things and bring them over to the room, right? It's nothing but papers and documents. You see the others, and he gets up as he's holding like 2 scrolls. Garrus says they're important. I mean, we didn't rob those fucking tradesmen for nothing, right? Steal their cart, break it so they can never get it back. They ran away like fucking dogs. This is our treasure. Knowledge is power too, you fucking idiot. And he throws the paper at him. But all you guys hear that, and for those of you who are not stealthing and just trying to sort of fade in, as the paper is thrown, you see this Zentrim operative turn towards you all. It's like, well, who the fuck are you? As he looks towards all of you, waiting for a response.
New recruits. Bringing down a prisoner. Headed to the jail.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, never mind. Doesn't even matter.
New recruits, eh? I guess you wouldn't have made it this far if you weren't. Anyway, heading to the jail. Royce. Yeah? I'll handle the documents, you take them. Right. I could do that, yeah. I could do that. Right, you lot, follow me. I will say, is that, who's the prisoner?
Prisoner is Mary. Had some information someone from the Underdark looking for.
Mary. I don't know if Garrus has any need for a Mary. I never heard of one. This drow got a surname.
I'm just gonna kind of roughly nudge Mary.
If you don't know if a drow's... look, drows with surnames are typically more important. Right? Like that Gist fellow. Anyway, boss is going to want to see him before we get started. Throw him into their cells. Might be worth something, might not be. So, you all will follow me. And you see, as Royce handed over the papers to this other Zentrim individual. The Zentrim, this guy basically begins to walk away, heading to the right. And eventually he disappears. This individual that you have named Royce, or been named Royce, is now, what's it called? Is now waiting for you all. What do you guys do as Royce stands there, waiting for all of you to follow him? What do you do?
I'm gonna tug Averon because I can't speak because of the whatever the hell spell is being cast right now to make everything quiet. I'm going to tug Averon kind of the motion a specific direction. I'm gonna tug him this way, or
Tug him
to
which way?
the direction
left
the
or the-
guy had left. The other guy with the paper.
Oh, to the right. I got you. All right, cool. And all right, Atlas, Dodja, y'all are continuing on forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, gesture.
All right, Neve, who are you following with?
I'm also gonna go to the right. Because I can't see the invisible people, but she's also going this way.
As you guys all shift to the right, so basically, Royce, this individual, this is an agent, begins stepping forward as, as Dodja, Atlas, and Mary press forward. Averon, Liam, and Neve give each other a quick little tug and begin bending over to the right. It's about this time that Royce turns around to look at all you guys. Like, so where y'all coming from? And you see his eyes narrow for a second and blink like he saw something. He looks around for a second like, I don't know.
You all right there?
You'll see that. Kind of looks over and sees. Neve, how did your spider look? By chance?
It's just like a dark forest green little spider with some long legs. A tiny spider.
He looks over and. Either my eyes are deceiving. Right. That spider's hanging down from a web, or I think it's just floating midair. And he points over towards you, Neve. Directly at you. As his eyes are like squinting. Part of you is like shown from the firelight.
Can I like cast a web ceiling and hang from it? Or like castle?
So I don't know if you can Spider-Man this shit.
Listen.
What race is this specific Zen grunt?
Zen Grunt?
Yeah.
Looks to be human.
Okay. Mary will she's gonna kind of like chuckle like darkly and evilly, and she's going to go, my goddess is not happy with what you all have decided to do with me.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh gosh, okay. This is gonna go really interestingly. Please actually do what I'm asking.
Alright, 11 intimidation. He kind of looks at you. Right, yeah. Totally. You're so right on that one. And they sent a little Drider right over there, didn't they? Little one right there. So scary. Big little spider. So scary. Your god must be fearsome. Totally. I don't know if I like that thing.
Well, I'd prefer to try and drop this prisoner off rather quickly, soon as how sure many of us have better uses of our time.
Right. But it's so weird, ain't it?
It's a spider. They're down here. It's creepy. It's dark. It's damp.
Yeah, I know, but just it's still.
Yeah. Usually when there's food nearby, they're still.
No, we're just gonna start moving forward.
Roll a persuasion check. Actually, no, not a persuasion. Roll a bluff check.
Bluff?
Yep, that's a bluff check. No, fuck. Ah, deception. Oh my god, damn it. That's a Pathfinder check.
That's another one for
That's
the
why I asked.
Another one. Damn it, deception. All right, 23. He just kind of looks at you for a second as you say that, and is like, "Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, let's follow me." And steps on up,
Right.
and he pushes open these doors. So I'll have the three of you follow this guy right here, right? The rest of you along this way.
What?
Were you standing upon Neve? Are you riding on one of the invisible people, or are you just
I'm Well, I originally was on the floor, but since we're going canon with this, so since I was apparently on someone's shoulder, I'll be on Liam's, and then I'm just gonna like scurry down to like the foot, so that I don't lose them, but like I'm low to the ground.
Cool. So, you guys. Cool. So your speed. Let me just check your speed. Yeah. 20 feet. That's not bad. All right. So, you guys continue on moving forward, and as you guys turn the corner and look down the hallway that's very well lit, you eventually do see that individual with all those scrolls head towards this door right here. He steps on forward, takes out a key, jams it into the door, and opens it. And eventually, he steps on through and begins to close it behind him.
Oh, we gotta run! We gotta run! Run, guys!
yeah.
Run!
That's it. All right, I'm gonna have you all make 2 checks: stealth and acrobatics.
I raise you athletics.
Why would you want to raise athletics, huh?
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Since Neve is on somebody, do they need to make an acrobatics check if they're already being carried?
Very true. Don't need to. You just need to make a stealth check.
There you
I
go.
was also gonna say, I
class.
feel like if the door does
class.
close, Neve can just like crawl under the door.
That is
True.
true.
+1,
Spider mode.
Depending on
10.
the door, yeah.
Yeah, depending on the door. So, 30. Was it? You have,
20.
was it 30,
We're
28,
good.
22, and a 10 for acrobat. Ooh. Okay.
Not a runner. He's not a runner.
Not a runner. I'm a stealther.
You're stealther. You are a stealther.
Hmm.
Okay. It's a
You guys are
very
gonna hate me, but
okay.
is the
What
guy
up?
who's shutting the door, because he's shutting the door, is he technically blocking the way?
Ooh.
Or is
That's a
he
good
letting
question.
it close?
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't affect me, but it would affect Averon.
I'd say he is closing the door. He would be in a way.
No, you can't be locked out.
I will
I don't
say-
even know what the fuck's happening. So
Here's what I will say happens. With a 10 acrobatics, what I rolled, right? You all, noticing the situation, immediately begin picking up your pace, and you both slide on through. Liam and Neve, you're fine. Averon, you try and get through the door, but as it closes, you try and move forward, but are caught. Your cloak is in the door. As you see,
Oh no!
as you see the what's it called? As you see the man just kind of like close it a bit more, mumbles something underneath his breath, and then locks the door again and begins walking away.
Can I try and steal his keys?
Oh god.
Let me reveal the next area
Yes,
real
go
quick
ahead,
because
go
this will
ahead,
be this is about to be interesting. So, what you all see as you immediately enter the room, the first thing you notice is the smell of this room. A very putrid, pungent, acidic smell. Much like vinegar. Rolls through this room and bubbles and churns. As you see a couple of guards standing at either ends. A long stretch of land, of ground, It means the same thing. Synonyms, antonyms, don't give a shit-onyms. A long bridge of stone stands over this green churning lake. Two guards simply stand there at post. You all can place yourselves right here. You see?
I'll go away from the door.
Alright. But the guy locks the keys. The guard right next to him, who has a long glaive and is standing stationary, looks towards the man who enters. It's like, taking it up to the room. I'll see. The guard looks over as he finishes locking the door and turns. Yeah. What is it? Chemist is out for a bit, so might as well give him some notes. How's the room? Holding up to all the shit? The guard nods. Yeah, it's doing alright. Smells putrid, but I think we can deal with it. What is it? The two of them just kind of smirk and acknowledge. And now, Liam, you want to try and steal the keys from it.
Would that take away my invisibility? Or is it only when I attack somebody, right? Or cast a spell?
It's a sleight of hand check. Invisibility, in 5th edition terms, basically is the spell ends is, what is it? The spell ends if you attack or cast a spell. But here's the thing. You're invisible. It's going to be a sleight of hand check. I'll give it an advantage because you're stealth. Well, not stealth. You're invisible. But you can shoot for it on this one because he slides the key in and puts it on his chain that hangs from his belt. So you can try and swipe the keychain with all his keys.
Okay. Will the keys then float? Like, do I have enough knowledge that if I take the keys, would they float in the air?
Yes.
Or do they turn
they
invisible?
Would.
Okay.
They don't turn invisible. Invisibility only... the invisibility of your items would only shift. Well, it only becomes invisible because it's on you when either potion is drank, the spell is cast, but anything that is grabbed outside of invisibility when it's initially cast is still physical, invisible.
Okay. Then I'm gonna grab the keys. I'm gonna grab the keys, and then I'm going to, like, slowly put them down on the ground.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand check.
But they're not floating. 13.
It's technically a perception check. But this would be a disadvantage because you're invisible. You reach out very quickly, as you know that this guard is going to take his next steps very soon. You hold your breath. You feel the pulse in your chest. As you reach out, grab his keyring, and adjust it off his belt. As slow as you can. And right as you get it off his belt, he starts walking ahead. And you very quickly just let it set on the floor. Let me roll for the other guard as well.
Oh my goodness.
Period, Leo.
You set the keys down. A moment passes as you're kind of sitting there and messing with the keys, trying to get the specific key to unlock the door. And as this guard gets about halfway, you see this guard turn from looking away and looks over towards you all, his eyes scanning right over you, seeing through you. But then he looks down and sees a pair of keys. Well, on a key ring. Oi! Guy turns back around. Yeah, what is it? He walks forward and grabs the
I'll
keys.
like step away. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
he
I don't-
grabs the keys. You drop these, mate. Guy looks across, looks back where he came, feels around his belt. That's strange. I swear I put it on tightly. Thank you. And another guy just tosses the keys, catches them, and walks this way. Continues walking.
Shit. Damn it.
What do you guys do?
Okay.
Does
And
this guy have a set of keys or no?
I'll roll a perception check.
Oh god. You're gonna do it again?
Oh shit.
Well, no, you roll persuasion.
Oh,
No, persuasion.
Sorry. I also
I'll say
give it advantage.
Perception or investigation,
There
your
you
call. 12. Okay. I'd say it's pretty obvious. There's a green, hue to this room, a green glow. As you look over and very quickly scan the man for any sort of keys, and you do notice that he does have a set of keys on his belt as well.
Okay. Can Averon reach him?
Averon is technically grappled
Okay. Alright.
unless he removes his cloak.
Oh damn.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
I'm gonna I think it's gonna let go of Averon. And then go behind the guy.
Go.
To hopefully increase my chances. And then try and get the keys.
It's like Skyrim. Yeah.
Specifically, I don't want to grab the whole set. If I can, I'll try and get the
Single key.
specific key.
Because
then it will probably make less noise.
it is possible. It's a higher DC going for the specific key.
Okay. I will still try it.
Okay.
Will I
Oh,
still
yeah.
have advantage on it?
Roll a sleight of hand check at advantage because you're still invisible.
Fuck, man. Roll and not going my way. It's 10. I mean, he does have to perceive, hopefully. Hopefully.
We're gonna come back to this.
Ah!
No!
The rest of you other three, while that's going on over there, this man Royce opens the door. Royce, yeah. Hi, my name's Royce. Immediately opens a door for all of you, and immediately what you're sort of engrossed by is a vast sensation of heat and the smell of sort of dry air and smoke that looms over the top of the room. But you all are met with what seems to be a makeshift forge. A few Zentrim agents are sort of mending some things, working on little tiny blades, shoes for horses, just various little knickknacks. But it's a strange accoutrement. It's a strange variety of it. It's not necessarily like this is a tinker shop, or this is a trinket shop, that they're trying to make. It seems like they're trying to make a wide variety of various strange things. But as you step on in, Royce walks in, beckoning all of you to follow. And as you guys enter, Royce kind of calls out to all of them. Oi! Just passing through. No need to get the smith. And all of them sort of look up. Some of them, a lot of them have their sort of sleeves rolled up and are working on these various things. Roll if any of you would like to figure out some things. Roll investigation or insight checks. Insight, okay. Maybe. Yeah, with a 21 insight. Despite your position, you're looking at the face tools, and it seems that the things that they're forging, right? You can tell that all of them. It's there's a sense of stress on their faces, despite sort of how randomized the objects are that they're all making. But you can tell from their faces, from their demeanor, and how they very quickly look up at Royce and then immediately return back to their work. It seems that these Zen agents are hastily putting stuff together. You're getting a sense that it seems that they're about to leave this place. And they want to leave a little something special behind. So whatever they're making right now its purpose is something that is not initially good. By the way, the Zen agents nod, and Royce is just like, all right, follow me around. Don't worry about this place. You came at a good time, I will say. Not much really going on around these parts other than, well, let's just say some packing up, we'll say. Don't get too comfortable here. Alright? And he keeps on walking and going on through, till eventually he reaches this door, and opens it up. What you see is another area in which, what is it? There you go. A guard sort of sits there, leaning his back against the wall next to a torch. As he looks towards the door, as it's open, he steps forward as if he's about to grab something from beneath his cloak. Royce, it's just you. Alright. Leans back up on his wall. Got a prisoner we gotta take. Well, boss probably wants to evaluate it first. You know, protocol. The Zen agent that's leaning on the wall just kind of grunts. Royce is like, right, good talk. Royce then immediately banks off to the right. You two will be coming back down this way. If the boss sees the prisoner as valuable. The silent types, eh? I'll see how it is.
Muted. I was muted. My bad.
Oh, just sitting here. I'll talk to myself all day.
I'm so sorry.
Listening to you talk to yourself.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure
No, not
Dasha
really.
was told
My,
specifically not to talk.
Company here is mute. Can't really speak.
Oh yeah. That's a real shame. Anyway, door right here. He leads you all to the door, which then eventually leads to a room that immediately smells of iron and blood. As you all begin to push through. Opening the door, you are greeted with what seems to be almost like a butchery. A dull fire sits in the center, almost as if it's like a cook pit, but not necessarily a grandiose cook pit, but if anything, it is a, what's it called? It's seemingly full of bones that are being melted down. Remnants of creatures that they don't need being whittled away through the fire. It smells fucking disgusting in this room. I'd say the only person who's able to really sustain this smell is Dodja. Because Dodja has lived out in the wilds and has dealt with rot and coagulated blood, and just it smells of expired meat, to put it bluntly. But
Yeah, Atlas audibly gags.
as you do that, Royce kind of looks towards you. He's like, "Oh, you get used to the smell. Don't even worry about it." But like I said,
Right.
don't need to worry about it too much.
Right, we
Steps on through.
won't be here long. Is there a reason
All
for
the-
that, or just what we usually do?
It's I don't know actually. Boss has been talking about something for a bit. He says this as he opens the door, and y'all continue following down the hall. I'll say, if anything, what I do know is that he feels, if anything, that this place may have been compromised. But that's not my my idea. I think this place is pretty safe, but boss says it's compromised, then boss says we gotta go. So it's how we keep things rather good, I'll say. Keep away from the wrong eyes, I'd say. It also doesn't help that we had some dumb fuck come here a week ago.
Really?
Yeah. Some knife-eared bitch tried to come here, kill one of our soldiers, one of our good men. Just saying. Didn't really put up on much of a fight, I'd say. You should have seen him. Dirty bastard Yennevar. Beat him down like a dog.
Not
Stepped on through.
strange. I don't
Yeah.
really see many of them.
What?
Well, at least not in my experience.
You don't see fucking half-elves, mate.
I've seen half elves. Not
I'm just saying, like, look, ask the right questions, right? Get the right answers. I'm just saying that, like, you see an elf, like, I think there's a lot of half-elves. That's an interesting thing, though. Why is there so many half-elves, right? But, like, all the elves are, like, pretty secret, right? Like, they're not that way to be seen. I think it's kind of weird that a lot of the elves try to fuck with humans and shit like that. As he says, he opens up another door, leading into what you see as kind of like a mess hall or like a cookery.
Maybe it has a lot to do with the fact that none of them want to stomach your endless yapping.
Hey, did I ask your opinion, prisoner? That's what I thought. He knows the way, like, you can see that he's completely fucking with you, especially with the tone he said it in.
I
But he
wouldn't
walks on
want to
through.
hang out with you with your endless yapping.
Okay, I was being lighthearted that first time. Next time you speak up, I'll take your tongue. He walks into the kitchen, and as y'all walk in, he sort of calls out. He's like, "Oi, boys!" And all of them sort of, like, stop as they seemingly, like, packing up food and stuff. One of them turns over, a hooded half-orc, looks over towards this man named Royce. Like, "What do you want, Royce?" Look, right. Don't you think it's weird that there's a lot of half-elves out there, but not, like, normal elves? And you see the half-orc is like, "What's that supposed to mean?" Royce is like, "Oh, actually, you know what? I don't see difference. I'm gonna just keep going. Let's just, shit, I shouldn't have asked you. I'm sorry, mate." And he's like, "No, speak your piece, mate."
That wasn't very nice.
And you see Royce turn over and, like, turn towards you, and he has like a scimitar, and he draws it. It's like, "One more fucking word, I dare you. I'll fucking dare you." Right, just follow me. All the chefs return back to their own ship. He eventually cuts through another door. But before the spider thing, I was gonna ask you where you all came from. You from Waterdeep?
Sword Coast.
Yeah, no shit. We're all from there. That's. You're not really bright, are you?
No, not the slightest.
Opens up the door. Yeah, my mum says I'm not really that bright, but I don't know what she's talking about.
Neither
Steps
do
on
I.
through.
Mary's gonna make a face. She's just gonna make a face. She's not gonna say anything, but she's gonna make one of those, yeah, no shit kind of faces.
He keeps on walking. Alright. And eventually you guys come to a crossroads. A kind of fork. One path leads north, other leads more southwest as it passes on forward. Another guard sort of stands at toe and looks towards looks towards Royce as he passes by.
Hello there, Royce. What are you doing around here? Thought you were sent up front.
Yeah, I mean, I was, but got a few new folks from get this, right? Get this. They say they're from the Sword Coast. Go figure, right? It's almost like we're all fucking from there. Look, all that I know is apparently they're new recruits that want to be sneaky arseholes. I'll say. No offense, by the way. But who just want to keep secrets and don't actually want to, share stuff with us. You see this hooded figure looks towards you. He's like,
Royce, I think you're the only one who talks too much here. I think you're the only Zen I've ever met who actually wants to learn something.
and Royce turns back around. He's like, yeah, you're right. But I mean, like, no. And the guard like hushes him before he makes another statement. He's like,
which way are you going? Boss is occupied right now. So if you're trying to show him something, I don't know if you could.
Royce looks back towards you all. Ooh, if boss is occupied, then I don't really know if we can show him the prisoner. I don't know how important it is. How important was it? To the other guard, looks towards Royce.
Well, let's just say Yennevar's back. For a bit, that is.
And Royce looks over and is like, oh shit. Really? Oh, then. I mean, it's a perfect time then, I'd say. Like, Yennevar's always a man who wants to make more money. The guard sort of shrugs his shoulders and leans back onto the wall.
It's your call. I won't get involved, I'll say. But it's your neck. Just remember that.
Atlas kind of is like, if boss is busy, that's definitely not a good idea. I agree with your comrade over
But
here.
it'll be quick. You could just in and out, super quick.
Look, as much as I would love to follow procedure and protocol, I'd rather not get my ass handed to me by the big boss when I've only just, joined up. It's not a good idea to get on someone's bad side. Especially
Roll
higher
me,
ups.
roll me a persuasion check.
I'm getting a lot of 19s. What is this?
Yeah, that's very good. Royce kind of looks towards you. He's like, yeah, but we have so much. Oh, fucking fine. I mean, you sure you don't want to at least meet Yennevar? He's a cool guy.
As cool as I think he is, I'd rather not run into the big boss.
Oh, so you have met him?
You just told me he's a pretty good guy.
Well, yeah, but you said as cool as you think. So you have met him?
No, I said I'm sure as cool as he might be, going off of your words, saying he was cool. I don't know him. I haven't met him.
Roll me a deception check. Just guys, I'm curious. Okay, cool.
29.
Looks towards you, just like, it happens. That old, well, it's a slip up. It happens to the best of us. Sigmund Freud doesn't exist in this world, so I can't say Freudian slip. Anyway,
Oh my god. Dimitri. Oh.
Anyway, I'll see how it works. Anyway, it's a bit of a slip. All right, fine. I guess you can meet him there. How long is he staying? The guard looks over.
You think I'm privy to everyone's information? That I know everything about what's going on?
No.
Exactly, Royce. Who's the prisoner that you want to show anyway? This one? Dark elf, eh?
Royce sort of looks over. He's like, yeah, just simply that. Simply that.
I'll say listen to the new recruits. Just go put him in the cage. Talk to him later.
Royce is like, okay, all right. Double back, all of you. Follow me. And all of you wind your way back down until eventually, after some time, you make your way over here. So if y'all want to move yourselves back down here.
Can you move me,
Just
please?
scroll out, yeah.
Dodge is
Yeah.
doing that
Have
entire
control
time.
of your token. Don't worry about
Yep.
it.
Dodge is
Bring
having
all the way back.
visibly hard time keeping his cool right now.
Oh,
All right. Before we jump back to this little scene,
Ooh.
kind of curious. Let's cut up to let's return to somewhere else because we got a few perspectives going on.
Snoblin time.
So we're gonna
Speaking of Babel,
Speaking of Babel, the tower is burning.
God.
Let's get on to it.
Tower's burning.
We leave Nobbin for like 10 whole minutes. and the
Nobbin?
entire-
Nobbin?
Hell yeah, new nickname appeared.
We
You
leave
know, 'cause,
Noblin
like,
alone for like 10 whole minutes, and like the entire fort is on fire. He suddenly like turned half
Yep.
of them into like a ball cult without even knowing
Right.
anything about ball.
We're only like 3 more kills away from that.
Now you
We're
know
on
what a true goblin
No,
king.
you're doing it again?
Yeah, look, man, I'm gonna just say it. Easiest
Alright.
way to ease up tension is to switch perspectives and screw up somebody's name.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to ease tension.
You're
Now you
welcome.
know life of a true
Oh,
Noblin gazer. Kill.
bro.
Dimitri, what is the sight
Right.
range of the average, little ruffian that we're going up against here? But as Noblin levelingly refers to them, buffoons.
The sight
The
range.
average
Well,
Yeah, how far can they see right now?
I'll assume that they have decent vision, like the average vision of a human. What I will say is that this building, dead center, right here,
Mhm.
is a what is it? It's single story, right? It has some like fortifications up top that like there's a passageway that might be like accessible to where they can get to like the scaffolding, not the scaffolding, but the what's the oh my god, my castle terminology
Battlement?
is going crazy.
You just lost your nerd point.
I did lose a nerd point. It's absolutely terrible.
That would be
Battlements?
yike.
Basically the top of the hold, it has the same like sort of stone juts that the wall does. So it's kind of like a mini fortress, almost like right dead in the center, but it doesn't go like tall. The walls go just about as tall, well, at least a little bit taller than the hold right in the center. But from your position and how tall you are, this is definitely not a gnomish fortress or a fortress that it has the height capacity to support gnomes peeking over the wall.
Okay.
So
So
you're-
do I feel like a character in Elden Ring running around those gigantic like mazes, like that kind of deal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Yep, that's basically how it is. You're basically the whole thing with like no. Thought escapes me. I'm gonna make a Lord of the Rings reference, but there's 2 people who haven't seen the 2 towers yet. Anyway, anyway, let's keep her going, shall we? What would you like to do, Noblin?
The first thing I would like to do is I would like to draw a 5 foot by 5 foot ball skull.
Wow. Really just doing more ball shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, are these trapdoors openable?
Those, you go over to open it. You actually do open it, but all you see within is just stone and dust and debris.
Okay. But not like a doorway out or anything?
No. I'd say, if anything, your size, as you look down the roll an investigation check.
Gotcha.
Just to see him, because you have dark vision. This is a low check. 16.
Oh shit. Yeah, my bad.
That's
Yep,
okay.
16.
Usually if advantage is on, like by accident, you just take the left one.
Gotcha.
But either way, looking down into the hole, you stare and you see that there's like a pocket of the debris and a broken down like portion of this wall within this tower that you could probably escape through. You and Liam probably, so it's one escape.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool. Then I'm gonna continue drawing my giant skull.
All right. Give me once again a sleight of hand check. Way to go, Kodum. Give me a sleight of hand check and on top of that, just give me a perception check.
So I got a 19 on that one, and then perception. Noblin is the perceptive.
Yep, you're doing great, Noblin. All right. Once again,
So I got a 23 sleight of hand, 1 perception.
Once again, you grab all the blood and viscera from the carcass and begin spreading it out, creating the skull figurehead that is, synonymous with ball. Eventually you finish it and everything's fine. You can go kill another if you want.
Okay. I'm watching the movement.
You don't see it.
I don't see it. Yes, this is
Yeah.
true. This is true. I don't, do I? Okay, shoot.
Yep. You rolled a 1 perception. What would you like to do?
I would like to move over here and just kind of like look up and see if I see it. Is there anyone like up on top of this building here?
Here's what I am going to do just to make it interesting, I will say. Because you rolled a 1 perception.
Yep.
Just going to take this whole area and just kind of hide it.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
Yep. Anyway.
Well, shit. Okay.
Up on this building, yeah.
Yeah, am I able to look up on this building, though?
You look up on top of the building, and there is seemingly no patrols on top of it.
No patrols on top.
Yeah.
Does the wall look scalable? Am I able to climb on top of this wall at all?
Are you talking about this wall that is directly in front of you?
I'm talking about, am I able to jump across onto this wall and scale up on top of the building there?
That is a very intense jump with a pretty intense fall. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm not going to jump there. That's going to be too difficult. So I'm going to sneak my way over here. Maybe give that guy a little shove. Maybe stab him in the back with my dagger and hide the body. Looks like a behind there.
Give me a stealth check. Advantage, of course.
Got you. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, you're lucky that was an advantage.
Thank God that was an advantage. I got a 19.
And if I remember correctly, with Cloak of Elven Kind, it's was it? Let me double check. Cloak of Elven Kind. Yeah. Perception checks made against you are at disadvantage, so.
Yes.
You're lucky because I rolled a 19 and a 4.
Oh, thank God, man. Oh my.
So, you managed to sneak up sneak up behind the guy. All right. And you want to stab him and then throw him over the side. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I can worry about moving him after. I can just stab him now. I can worry about the body after, right? Is that a possibility?
I'd say that's a possibility.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay. And this is also at advantage, yes?
At advantage because you're sneaking.
Cool. So I got a 23.
All right. Roll damage.
Damage 8, and then
2d6.
plus 2d6. Yes, sir. So 17.
God damn. Rogue moment.
Rogue moment, man.
But this individual drops dead. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The body falls limp right before you as it tumbles to the ground, your knife like leaving its throat. Leaving his throat. Give me a perception check.
Oh no. Noblin the Perceptive.
Whoa!
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Noblin
Yeah.
the Perceptive. Holy shit.
Noblin the Perceptive.
Noblin the motherfucking Perceptive.
That boy be looking around.
The body drops to the ground. Nat 20 Perceptive. Very perceptive, that's what you're doing. Nat 20 Perception. Alright. So, you immediately hear as the body drops to the ground. You hear this very distant call out of, "What the fuck?" in the far distance.
I would like to do a Scooby-Doo. Like, just to myself.
Yeah. It's it's like when you see oh my god. You just see the fucking, what is it, your Adam's apple just like gulp. Just
All the guards get the Metal Gear sound effect.
yeah.
Right?
Dun 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 dun.
I
Alright,
go into slow motion for 3 seconds.
yeah. But you turn over and look around and look down the southern pathway that lies before you, and you see a guard shift over this way and look over the edge. You aren't able to see over the edge because of your height, but you do hear some very interesting words in the distance within that 20 perception. You hear, "Holy shit, they go Reg!" And another voice calls out, like, "What do you mean, huh?" And starts, hear some footsteps, some shuffling, a lot of like yelling. It's like, "There's blood everywhere! What is this?" And one of the another voice calls on out. "We've been fucking infiltrated." And it's about now when you realize, oh hey, I think they found the first body.
I look over at the dead guy. I pick him up by the face a little bit, you know? Not like all the way off the ground, just enough to like look over at me, right? And I lean him up against the wall, and we sit next to each other.
What? Okay. Shout out. Cool. But with the 20 perception, because I'm still leaning on that, you hear a voice start calling out towards everyone. It's like, "I want this place locked down. No one is leaving. No one is exiting. All right? No one's entering. No one's leaving. Fucking nothing. Guards, look around everywhere. Blades drawn, boys." You hear the unsheathing of steel in the distance. You hear sort of the barking of a dog that immediately gets sort of silenced. You just hear like a whimper, and like sort of the plunging of steel. Just either way, you get the assumption this fortress is now on very fucking high alert. And immediately you do hear another voice within that 20 start walking towards the gate, calling out, not the gate, but like the main center holding, calling out, "I'm gonna go and let the boys down under. None of you fucking move. Alright? None of you!" We're gonna shift back down below. lot of shifting this episode. Because now we're going to get to what's been going on with Averon, Neve, and Liam.
Palace danger meter's at 100%.
Yep. Yep. All right. Liam.
Mm-hmm.
You reach up to grab the key. And as you reach up and grab the key, you begin twisting it and trying to specifically pull it off the key ring.
Mm-hmm.
But then suddenly,
Oh, shit.
a hand grabs onto the keys and indirectly grabs onto yours.
Averon knocks on the door.
And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh,
So.
fuck. Damn it.
Oh my god.
You
Y'all gotta figure some shit out. 'Cause-
Got
Yeah.
grabbed.
know, it sucks not being able to really
God damn
talk
it.
much.
I just want to say I did not think that Atlas, Mayri, and Daja were going to have the least amount of issues in this entire
Yeah.
plan. I did not think that this is how this was going to be going.
Well, let me tell you a little something about expertise.
Oh no! I knew
my
that Atlas was gonna be
persuasion-
like, great.
Look.
My fear was that immediately, like Mayri being there was gonna throw something off, or like Daja was gonna punch somebody who wasn't in the party. Like I just
Yep. Whole lot of shit. Either way, though. Either way.
Noblin.
Some things are bound to happen, and things are going to get very interesting. And I'm curious to see how you guys pull your ass out of this one. The party
Yeah,
is
me too.
divided. One of you stands alone. The others have to deal with the mess they've made. But we will pick this up next time and see what happens. All right. Thank you guys for this episode, for listening. Thank you guys for also dealing with some of the technical issues that were going on. Sometimes it happens, but sometimes you don't know because we edited it out. So fuck you, I guess.
Redo the
Thanks,
ending.
Eddie. Thanks,
Redo the
Eddie.
ending.
we edited out, or what? Rather, Anna and Ryan edited out, and then Dimitri decides to let you all know that it's happening anyway.
Yeah.
Well, just in case, damn. Fuck you
Like
guys.
ruin a merchant, huh?
Wow. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. No matter what.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next week.
We love you.
Adios, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.